back on Walking Dead. This is episode 10 of season 9, and I'm really excited to carry on with the second half of this season. And I believe this is an episode kind of all about Alpha and the origins of like her and the Whisperers and stuff. So I'm really excited to find that out because I really don't know a thing about it. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen with that whole storyline and where they're going to go in this second half of the season. Last episode was really cool as well. I really liked that premiere. Some really cool stuff with Negan and this Lydia girl who'd been, captured. It's getting a bit of more of an insight into the Whisperers and stuff. It was a really, really great premiere. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So let's get right into it. Give it up for day 23! Was that a bruise?
Walking around in dead people's skins is pretty messed up.
Digging this place is
Yeah.
gonna fall like it.
My second mom, she's tough.
She is.
Not somebody you want to mess with.
Correct.
Hey, what happened to your dad?
Oh. Good things, by the looks of it. So would the Whisperers go as far as eating whatever other walkers are eating in order to blend in? Or is that too weird even to them? Oh, it's another 2 horses dead, God's sake.
We head back, we stay behind the walls, and we make a plan. Until we find out what this is.
I think that's smart.
And what if we don't?
We will. Let's go.
You want to be welcomed,
You want
right?
another egg?
Are you trying to be kicked out?
I could roll it to you.
What the hell are you doing?
Checkmate.
Mommy, that's chess.
She always said that.
Your mom sounds nice.
She keeps mucking up her words, so I feel like she's just
Yeah.
spewing out bullshit.
They're the leaders of another community. Where I'm from.
Is it far? What's it
She's
called?
trying to get information out of him. Snake!
It's
Killer!
called the Kingdom. It's probably like a
Henry, shut up!
day's ride from here.
Oh boy, yeah. He's like, okay, stop telling her shit.
She's a good person who got messed up out there. And she's right about you, you know that? You're an asshole.
You know for 5
You
minutes,
want
mate.
answers?
Calm the fuck
Get it
down.
yourself.
Fine, she's been fucking useless, mate. Oh, Jesus. Damn.
I don't give a shit what you do with your life. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you risk all this.
I think he might be killing him.
You hear me?
I think you've just crushed his windpipe or something. He's fucking killed the bastard. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Oh. Okay, so all of her stories are contradicting each other.
She was a lot back then.
I'm sure Henry's not noticing because he's probably got a boner.
There's a lot of good people here.
And she's not one of them. She's shady as fuck. Yeah. Crafty bitch. Oh. Well, that worked, didn't it? No, he's definitely not going to trust you.
I almost screwed up for us at Alexandria. We got a second chance.
You did, you're
But
right.
if we go against Tara,
Ride or die.
That's how we got here, so we keep that. We need to. Even if it costs us all this.
Really? I think that's stupid. I'm like, no, I'm staying here.
Some dads come up with any excuse just to beat the shit out of their kids. Maybe they're drunk.
He'd know.
Except the part where he's saying to you when you were scared. Those dads, they like it when you're scared. Thing is, that's the only part of your story that didn't sound like bullshit.
I love that he just knows. Michonne said, didn't he? He's a really good judge of character. Did she shave her head? Well, like the dad cut his hair in that other story, now she's cutting hers in this one.
You still awake?
I don't know which story to believe, if any of them. Oh god, is he going to turn? This feels so weird to have like flashbacks like this early on in the apocalypse. This feels like so far removed from what the show is now. It's kind of nuts. Yeah. Oh god, that's freaky as fuck. No. No, thank you. Oh. Oh god. Oh no! Oh boy.
You tell me what happened to you.
Hey, tell me.
Alright, Althea, let's calm down. They were all like, oh Magna, you're ruining this for us. We're not going to get to stay here now. And straight away they're risking it again. I know it's for their friend, but I feel like he'd want them not to risk their lives for him.
Did someone used to beat you up too?
Yeah, it's not a question you just outright ask someone. Oh, Henry.
Once, I heard my dad ask my mom why she kept her hair so short. She said when it was long, her first husband would grab it when she tried to get away.
Yeah.
He would pull it and slam her against the wall. So one day, she just cut it all off. So he
Yeah.
couldn't.
And now she's comfortable enough to have it long
And I guess
again,
it took
which
her
is
this
wholesome.
long.
Oh god. They've really stepped up in how they shoot walkers this season. I think having the Whisperers be involved helps, but they've just nailed the horror elements, I think, which they haven't done for a while. So they immediately changed their minds.
I remember about that last day I called boy.
Oh god. Well, that's an even worse idea. Oh, don't promise you'll be okay. We're gonna find your heads in the next episode at this rate.
Did Daryl send you?
Daryl doesn't know I'm here. I told him I'd talk to you tomorrow. I like you.
I don't. She's
you're
weird.
A good person.
I don't. What the fuck are you doing,
And I want
Henry?
to show you that this is a good place with good people.
Henry, I swear to Jesus.
You're letting me out?
Rest in peace, Jesus. But I swear.
Yeah, just for a bit. We just have to be quiet. Stay out of sight.
Oh, fuck you know.
Cool?
I think we have other food. Put her back in the fucking cell. What the shit? No.
I just ate a worm.
You did, you weirdo.
Yeah.
Stop giving him information. Oh, God.
Blacksmith, cobbler, you name it, we got it.
Oh. Oh, that's changed to tune, okay.
He's a stupid man.
Nobody's coming.
World's over. I'm doing what I want now.
Oh, it's a tattoo, not a bruise.
He was...
Put me back in the cell.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe we should have taken her out of it, Henry. Idiot. Oh.
Could you stay with me tonight?
No. I'm going to bed. Bye. Oh, what is her deal? Like, I get she's like totally messed up, but my god. She's about to clobber him 2 minutes ago. Henry. Henry. Stop it.
My ear hurts. Everything hurts.
My ear hurts listening to you chatting shit.
Is any of it true?
I thought all of it was. I needed it to be. But I had it all mixed up. She got her knife.
It's okay.
She just flat out killed her dad.
We've heard enough.
I think it at least means something that she asked to be put back in the cell, but still. Oh shit.
Let me talk to her. I'm glad you and my mom are friends.
Mood.
I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here. But I do know I don't want any more people to die. And that includes you guys too.
Oh. I think that's fair enough. She admits she's like new to the whole leadership thing. Oh fuck. Oh, that's fucking terrifying, man. Just seeing them like walk casually is so weird. Oh, hello. I think I prefer the walker mask on.
And we only want one thing from you.
Your daughter?
My daughter.
Who she said wouldn't come and get her. I think that was a pretty solid episode. Not one of my favourites of the season by any means, but I really liked what they were trying to do with it. I liked the whole idea behind the flashbacks with Alpha and her origins and stuff. I feel like I wish I'd seen... I don't know how to really phrase it, but maybe more of like an origin story as to why she, you know, we kind of saw she's always kind of been a bit sadistic in a way. Well, apparently, if Lydia is to be believed, with like her final version of events, with Alpha killing her dad. But I wish we'd kind of seen a bit more of like the origin of maybe why she could have been the way she was, and why she's decided to, you know, oh, let's all wear walker skins. Let's work out how to skin a walker. Maybe we'll get that later on down the line. But that's the kind of flashbacks I was kind of hoping for. But I still kind of liked what we did see. But I feel like it should have shown a bit more of the outside world, not just had them all locked in that thing. I just feel like I wanted to see more of like an actual origin of the Alpha and the Whisperers, which we didn't really get. But not that anything we got was bad. It was just not what I expected, and that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. But I do kind of wish we'd seen a bit more of the outside world at that time with Alpha and everyone in the flashbacks, because that's kind of, it seems like very early days of, you know, the dead walking, and we haven't seen that world in so long. You know, even in Fear the Walking Dead, you know, they're kind of caught up to a more present day kind of thing. So I think it would have been interesting to see a bit more of the outside world and see, you know, the early days of the apocalypse again, which we hadn't seen for so long. I think that would have been interesting, but it was still cool to have flashbacks set at that time. because it shows how far the show's kind of come. Because those flashback sequences, it felt like a completely different show. It was kind of nuts, but I really liked it. And yeah, I enjoyed what more we did learn of Alpha and what she was like, or potentially like. This is in this as she seemed to be presented as the victim. Then the dad seemed to be the victim, and ultimately it seems Alpha killed him. So the whole idea of like this unreliable narrator, even through Lydia, I think was a very interesting idea. She's still not entirely sure what to believe even now, because we've got so many different like versions of events, which I think was a really clever kind of way of doing an origin story, similar to like Heath Ledger's Joker in The Dark Knight. You know, he gave like 3 different origin stories. So it's kind of cool in that way. You can choose to, you can choose to fill in the gaps as to how she became, how Alpha became who she is and how the Whispers came to be. I would like a few more answers, but hopefully we'll get them later on down the line. But yeah, having like these unreliable stories threaded throughout, and you can kind of piece the things together as to whether or not she was like kind of bullshitting or not. Not that Henry kind of picked up on that, because I think he fancied her, but yeah, whatever. It was still a very interesting thing to play with and toy with, like these flashbacks that may not have actually happened. And the sequence where that guy, Alpha, probably killed, turned. I loved how that was shot. I think it was really creepy. The way the Walkers and the Whisperers were shot in this episode, again, really, really creepy. I think the Whisperers are a really, really great villain. I really, really love them. They're just fascinating to me, just the whole idea of them. And just seeing that these Walkers just like act like living people. It's just something so disturbing about that, and I love it. I think it's such a great idea for a villain, and I can't wait to see more of them, because I think they're really, really creepy. They like genuinely creep me out. Which I don't think I've ever really had with like a villain before, so that's really cool. I love that. I want more of it. And then I really liked how they were exploring the relationship with Henry and Daryl, and them talking about Carol was wholesome as well. Although 2 episodes without Carol, I miss her. I want her back, please. Hopefully in the next episode. But I like how Henry was kind of talking about why Carol kept her hair short, and the comparisons to the abusive relationship with Ed she used to be in. And then we kind of saw a similar kind of situation with Lydia's parents. I think that was kind of an interesting parallel to go with. But yeah, I liked Daryl kind of trying to work out whether or not to trust Lydia. And even to an extent whether or not to trust Henry with Lydia. Because he was very reckless with Lydia in this episode. Like, she was about to clobber him to death. If that baby hadn't cried, Henry would be dead. He'd have been Lucille'd, like, good and proper. Which is why I don't completely trust Lydia. I think Lydia's quite a fascinating character, because she's clearly very messed up by so many things. So I'm excited to see where they go with her. And with her and Henry, because there seems to be a sort of romantic bond forming. Not sure how I feel about that. It's a bit weird. They ate worms. I don't know why. That felt very strange. But yeah. Henry, I just think he was kind of unbearably naive in this episode. Hopefully he will learn the error of his ways, because he's been a bit reckless. He's always been kind of a reckless kid, really, ever since his brother died. But, I mean, come on, Henry. Come on. Like, wake up. Open your eyes. And even Lydia herself was kind of saying, if you stay soft in this world, you'll end up dead. And I think Henry's kind of going down that path at the minute. So he needs to kind of change it up a bit, I think. And hopefully he'll kind of learn to keep his distance a bit, or just be a bit smart and sensible in his actions, because he really isn't being so at the minute. And then everything with like the new group of people, Magna, her group, and them kind of going against Tara's wishes, I guess, and Tara kind of admitting that she's new to this whole like leadership thing, and she doesn't really know what she's doing yet. I really liked how honest she was about that. That was cool. But yeah, this group of new people, I just think they were kind of moronic. I get that they want to save their friend, but going in the middle of the night where you wouldn't be able to see them anyway, and it'd be even more difficult to tell whether or not walkers were actually whisperers, I think was stupid. All of them risking their lives for one person, because they were only really after Luke, not Alden, I think was stupid. And yeah, fighting to get this place in Alexandria or Hilltop or whatever, and then immediately risking it and saying, don't, this is how we've always done things. But before they were kind of like, oh, we need to show them that we can change our ways so we can be part of this community. It just felt a bit stupid. Maybe a bit of forced conflict there. So I didn't really buy into that. But we'll see what happens with all of that lot. I quite like that new group of people, but if they keep making stupid decisions like that, in my opinion, stupid decisions anyway, I'm sure there'll be people who understood what they did. I understand why they did it. I just don't think they should have done it. But yeah, interested in seeing where they're going to go with that. And then that ending sequence with the Whispers like walking through like the field and stuff, creepy as fuck. They absolutely terrify me, and I love that. And then Alpha kind of wanting her daughter back, again proving that Lydia is full of bullshit for the most part. I'm sure she told a bit of truth there with everything. I do believe that Alpha killed her father. But obviously that could end up being a big fat ass lie as well. But she said it's kind of the way things work is if you get lost or captured or whatever, they won't come looking for you, they won't come after you, they'll just move on. And that clearly wasn't the case. So she is bullshitting her way through life, and I hate it. But I find it fascinating at the same time. So yeah, some really great stuff going on in this episode, some really interesting kind of character beats. Henry and the new people, I think, are making some stupid decisions. Hopefully they'll sort their lives out. Although who am I to talk? I need to sort my life out, so yeah, maybe I shouldn't judge. But yeah, I really liked Daryl trying to like get a grasp on, who Lydia is and if he can trust her. And yeah, some really interesting kind of flashback sequences as well, which I really enjoyed seeing. So yeah, really liked it. Another solid episode. Not my favourite by any means. I think overall I preferred the mid-season premiere a lot more to this. But this is still a really solid episode. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen as we get more and more into the second half of the season. It should be interesting to see what's going to happen next, particularly with that ending. Hopefully there's going to be like this big confrontation as we learn a bit more about Alpha and the Whisperers. Looking forward to seeing who is going to go out there and talk face to face with Alpha. Because I don't think Michonne is there at the minute. I think she went back. So very excited about that. Should be really, really cool to see what's going to happen next. I'm really excited. I'm loving the season. Loving what they're doing with like the plot and everything. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. I'm waiting for next Sunday with bated breath. It's going to be really, really exciting. So until next time, thanks for watching.